I'm Nicole Middendorf, and I'm in Plymouth, Minnesota. And Best Prep is an organization. It's kind of a neat story how I got involved. I am the first person that was a student at Best Prep camp that's now on their board. So way back when I was in high school, I was asked by a friend to go to a business camp. And I thought, business camp? Why would I ever do this in the summertime? And so I went with some prodding of my friend, and the one thing that was unique that I thought was exciting about Best Prep going to the camp, at that time it cost like $90 or $60 or something like that for me to go as a student, because the corporation gave you a scholarship that actually paid for it. And I thought that was neat, that there was a company or an organization or someone out there that was willing to make an investment in me. So I went to this business camp, and that's where I played the stock market game. I did a marketing plan, we made up a company, we developed a product, just had a great week-long experience. And went on to college and lost touch with the organization. Had been in the working world for a couple of years, and at Best Prep at the camps, they're called Minnesota Business Venture, you're paired up in a company and you have someone that is a real life business world leader that runs your fake or your mock company. And the woman that ran my company reconnected with me and told me that I should get involved now that I'm in the real working world. And so I started volunteering back with Best Prep and stayed involved for a number of years. And a few years ago, ended up being asked to be on the board. And now I'm a big advocate of the organization. I've always been. It's so important to have financial literacy. So they have the Minnesota Business Venture, which is a week-long camp that's offered in the summertime, and there's 2 different camps generally every year. They also have the stock market game, which that's widespread across the whole state of Minnesota. Kids that are in elementary school will play the stock market game, where it's a mock simulator where they pair up as teams and they get some fake money and they actually go in and buy stocks and sell stocks, and they can do things on margin and things like that and have a great experience. They also, Best Prep does programs with teachers where they'll help instill programs for teachers and help them learn more and give them skills to, technology, help teachers, I don't want to say help teachers be better teachers, but help give them some more resources to be greater advocates for their kids. They also have an e-mentors program, and that's where Best Prep has had the most growth recently. E-mentors program, and I think it's because it's utilizing technology and is very easy. I was an e-mentor this last year, and basically you're paired up with a student and you email back and forth once a week. And these are monitored by the teacher. So all the emails are, read to and from the teacher, and you meet a student and you hear about them. And so, and they tell you, they'll ask you questions about what you do. And so you're sharing your experience, and then you actually meet. You'll have an event at the end of the program where you actually meet this student. Kids of all walks of life, really any kid in Minnesota that is interested in going to a business camp or playing the stock market game. And so some of these kids generally will find out about Best Prep from another friend that has gone, or through some of their business courses that they may have, or maybe they have an economics course or some sort of class in high school or grade school. So it's really word of mouth, unfortunately. I wish it was a requirement for every kid throughout the United States to have some sort of experience with the stock market game, or some sort of experience about how to write a check, or realizing debit cards and credit cards and how they work. Because so many kids nowadays end up with credit cards and they truly don't understand that you have to pay the money back. The camp doesn't necessarily, and Best Prep as an organization isn't out there to, have more financial advisors and financial analysts and accountants and, help people get into math and science. It's really to help kids figure out what do they want to do? What are their passions? What do they enjoy? And really seeing the whole world of business and seeing the whole world of technology and all the opportunities that are available to them. Any way that I can help out or be an advocate. We did a mentor program once where I had a student that was he wrote an article and won this essay award. So I then was a mentor to him. And so he got to see, what is it like to be a financial advisor? He's actually now graduating from college and planning on working as a financial analyst. So it's great to be able to tie in, my life as a business owner and as a financial advisor and really help leave a legacy and help make an impact in other kids' lives and in future generations. When financial advisors go through best prep and go in and speak to the students in the high schools, and including myself, so many questions nowadays are what's going on. And when I participated in the e-mentor program, I was asking, some questions of my mentee saying, what do you feel about what's going on in the economy? Do you and your friends talk about it? And he was responding back, we're not necessarily going and spending money on the whole iPod thing like we were before and downloading as many songs and the texting and, because texting for a lot of kids got way out of control. Parents were sometimes just paying the bills. And now parents are saying, look, I can't afford X number of dollars a month for you to be texting. And so really, I think kids are feeling it, but they need to understand it. My book is called Simple Answers, and I wrote it because so many people have told me from meeting with clients individually or doing any TV or radio spot, so many times people say, I have a dumb question. And then they ask the question. And I just believe there are never any dumb questions. There is no dumb question, especially when it comes to your money. So the book is written in all question and answer format. Very fast, very fun, very easy to read. It's taking something that's complex, the topic of money, which sometimes can be boring, and actually making it fun and interesting and easy to read. If you're a business owner, or if you want to be successful, that it's a lot of work, but you can do it. And I really want to instill the value that anything is possible. If he wants to be a sports star, if he wants to be a business owner, if he wants to be the president of the United States, he sure can do it. It's just, you've got to do what you love. And you need to do what you're passionate about. Because I truly believe, even though it may sound fluffy, I believe that if you do what you love, the money will generally come. It doesn't mean you can just go open up a coffee shop and, the dollars are going to start pouring in. You need to be smart and educated and have a developed business plan. But if you truly do what you're passionate about, people see that. And generally, if you do what you're passionate about, you're generally good at it. And generally, you'll be successful.